morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a fun show for you today. So last week, I introduced you to a new restaurant in town called Penny Drip. It's a cute and quaint coffee and cocktail bar offering some delicious small bites. Today, we are exploring the menu further, and I taste a couple of their popular items, including pickle flatbread. That's right, you heard me. They are putting pickles on pizza, and I was so excited. Stay tuned for my reaction and how it tasted. And I also hopped behind the bar to mix up some of their favorite drinks. And later, Marr Thompson Dental Group is here to share how they help our community keep a healthy and beautiful smile. That and more starting now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
I am here at Penny Drip, a unique restaurant specializing in coffee and craft cocktails, and I am behind the bar about to mix up some specialty drinks. And I am joined by Trevor Scoville, who is the general manager. Hi, Trevor.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Really excited to be here.
Yeah.
Really excited to mix up some of your specialty drinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
But first, have you heard of that show Cougar Town?
I've heard of it.
Okay, there's this saying that they have that's called penny can, and it made me think about this. So I want to be like Penny Drip.
We'll have to look into that.
Anyway, what cocktail will we be making today?
So we're gonna make our espresso martini, kind of our
Okay.
flagship drink here, especially with having coffee and cocktails. You know, we like to keep it pretty simple. We've got just 3 ingredients that go into it.
Yes.
So, but a ton of flavor that comes out of there. So.
Okay, very nice.
You
So
wanna
where do I get started?
Get started? Yeah, sure. First thing, if you can just, this is a fresh shot of espresso, you can dump that into the smaller tin here. Yeah.
Okay, how many is this? 1 or 2 shots?
It's our house is like a double shot of espresso,
Ooh, smells so
it
good.
creates about 2 fluid ounces.
Okay.
Which, if at home, you can use like cold brew concentrate if you don't have like fresh espresso, and that'll work similarly.
Okay.
And then the next, right here, you're gonna do 1 ounce of the coffee liqueur. So it's just filling up that top part.
Okay, coffee liqueur.
So this coffee liqueur we make totally in-house. This
Nice.
is something that, you know, there's a lot of brands you can buy at liquor stores, but given that we had like all the coffee stuff here, we could make a really incredible version of it. So we add a lot of the extra flavors we want in pair well with coffee, like chocolate, salt. We add all into our coffee liqueur to really impact that and let the drink can, come out.
Let it soak. So what type of liquor?
So there's vodka in there that brings
Okay.
it down. It's like a liqueur-like style. It's still pretty low alcohol, but it's a great, at home you can buy like Kahlua, there's Grind, Mr. Black is a great coffee liqueur. But we wanted to take it an extra step further and make our own here because we've got the coffee. So
and with the other drinks, sometimes it's extra sweet or creamy. This one looks pure.
Yep,
which is
100%.
great.
We're able to keep that, reduce the sugar out of there, so that way we allow like the espresso and everything else to shine in the drink. So it's nice.
Nice.
Then last, you can just do 2 shots of vodka. So you flip that jigger over and then fill it up to the top.
All right.
Whatever vodka, personal preference. It doesn't really, make too much of a difference. We try to use something that's like wheat vodka. It gives like a nice creamy, so like Grey Goose or Kettle One is really awesome for at home.
Okay.
And then to shake it, you can get a scoop of these ice cubes here.
Some nice chunky cubes.
And then right in that tin, yep. And then you just put that one on top. There you go. And then give it a shake.
Not gonna dance with me?
I don't do a shake and dance, no. There you go.
Look at that.
And then just use the strainer here.
Okay.
Put it right in the glass. The fun thing about shaking coffee, even if it's cold brew or if it's like fresh espresso like this, is that it creates this like really cool foam. So it gives the drink kind of a creamy look, even though there's no heavy cream or milk ingredient added into it. It creates a really beautiful head. And then we just put a little fresh coffee grounds on top instead of a coffee bean.
Oh, I love that.
So it gives, again, nice that. So that's our espresso martini.
Espresso martini, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up so you can see how beautiful and creamy and frothy that is. Yum, yum. And now we're gonna give it a little tasty taste. Ooh.
Yeah, we're really proud of how that one came out.
Okay, this is so good. So I actually really enjoy espresso martinis, but
Yeah.
sometimes they are too sweet.
Yes,
And I'm
for
not
sure.
a super sweet cocktail. This
Right.
is the perfect balance.
Yeah,
And the
100%.
coffee, hold on.
Yeah, it's super popular. We're super happy to be able to do it. That's, you know, a big part of being able to have that espresso machine that we can do it. And
Yeah.
we make a lot of those every day. So
Every day. This is
Yep.
the infusion, the coffee, and the cocktail with the espresso martini. So yummy. Let's make our next drink.
all right, cool.
Okay, Trevor, what's our next drink that we're going to make?
So we're gonna make our coffee Negroni. So this is kind of a riff on the classic Negroni cocktail, typically with gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth.
Oh.
Typically, like usually a more bitter kind of drink, and pairing it with coffee actually ends up working really well. Even though coffee has some bitter notes to it, we end up actually opening up Campari, which is a bitter Italian like aperitif essentially. So
Very nice.
it's got a lot of notes that pair really well with the coffee. So when we open it up together, it drinks really, really well.
And this is a way that you are really infusing that bitters
Yeah.
tone to your
Yeah,
drinks. I love a
100%.
Negroni, and you can actually make it different ways. So if you're not a gin drinker, you can make it with tequila.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can make it
Yeah.
with whiskey,
Yeah,
right?
you can use any spirit you really want to use. The core components of a Negroni, it's got a huge range. So if you aren't super big on gin, you know, a lot of people do like it with bourbon, or I'm a huge fan of tequila or mezcal
Yeah.
being in there as well.
Oh, yes.
Super
Oh,
good.
so good.
Right.
Okay. And so you have this process though. So we have this.
Yeah.
So you have it pre-made. So you add the ice, you go to the machine and fill it up. Why do you use that method?
Yeah, so when we are using ingredients like this, you know, Campari and especially the sweet vermouth are somewhat like wine based a little bit. So just like when you get a bottle of wine at a restaurant, they put it in a decanter, it's letting like oxygen get into it.
Yes.
It really opens up the flavors. So one of the reasons, like ways we've learned with that is when we produce these cocktails, sometimes we throw it, which is quite a fun show as a bartender to throw the drink back and forth. But sometimes it takes a lot of time, or you can spill quite a bit. So we use a machine that circulates the Negroni all day, imparting oxygen and keeping it cold. So the nice thing about it is as it sits in there, it continues to develop and improve in flavor, which is really cool.
Oh,
So-
I love that. So it aerates the drink,
Yeah.
and essentially the coldness is so important because
Yeah.
there's nothing like an ice cold cocktail,
100%.
and sometimes it's hard to accomplish when it's just fresh on ice.
Yep,
So that's a really
exactly.
cool method that you all have decided here. But this cocktail's not done, so how do we top it off, Trevor?
You're gonna fill it up with our nitro cold brew.
Okay.
So got that on draft right behind you.
Okay,
That
very
first draft
nice.
handle,
Uh-huh.
go ahead and just pull it. You'll see the nitro cold brew start coming out, and then
Ooh.
stop it at the top. Oh. Yeah. It's all right. That's why we have the
Oh,
drain right
man.
underneath it, right?
I like a perfect pour. Okay. Ooh.
And then last step is just expressing an orange over the top. So if you pinch that with the peel going out, get those nice orange oils on there, and then you can set that on top.
That was so cool.
I know, right? You can see the actual orange oil
Yes,
going
because
into
you
it. Yeah.
typically can't, but that was, I wish you all could see the essence of the oils from the orange coming out, and it really dispersed over the nitro brew and it spread. Like that was just so cool. And then do I drop it on
Yep,
top?
set it around top.
Oh, we're gonna make that cute. Look at that. Woo-wee. My orange is ready for the summer. Okay, so now we're done.
Yep, we're done. So go ahead and try it.
All right, I'm excited. I'm so
So-
excited. Okay.
Yeah, coffee should be the primary flavor you get, but the Campari's got a ton of grapefruit kind of notes in there that pair really well with it. And then the sweet vermouth has got a lot of chocolate, a lot of raisin, and all of those flavors play so well with coffee already.
That is interesting. The flavor combinations. There's a lot of different things happening.
I taste the coffee first.
Yeah, coffee's
So-
gonna be a big flavor.
You hit that because you can kind of get, this is a layered drink that you can
Yeah.
have multiple different experiences as you're drinking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I really like about it is that it's refreshing.
Yeah.
Which is odd to say with coffee,
Yeah.
but the notes that you described with the grapefruit and then of course the orange spritz on top, or the sprinkle of the notes, really adds just something light so it's not too heavy if you like coffee, kind of give it a little mix up.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Trevor. All right, guys, you have to come out to Penny Drip to try out their wonderful selection of craft cocktails and coffee items. And today we tried out the coffee Negroni and the espresso martini. And I have to choose Jessica's favorite pick,
Yeah.
and it's going to be the espresso martini. It was so good. Honestly, one of the best that I've ever had.
Thank you.
So you have to come down and try it. We'll have their contact information listed below, and we'll be right back.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
I am here at Penny Drip, located in downtown Fort Wayne. This place is so cute and unique, and it's a modern spot that offers an infusion of coffee and cocktail options as well as small bites. And joining me right now is Sam Albertson, who's the head bartender and also co-owner. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
How's it going?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Doing really well. So this
Good.
place has been so fun. We've been exploring different areas, and today we're going to talk about the food.
Yeah.
Right? So usually when you go into a place that offers small bites, you're, maybe bar food, but you all create a unique menu.
Yeah.
And some of the options are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so share with me just an overview of some of the food that you offer.
Yeah, so in general we offer more breakfasty and kind of lunch items. We have different sandwiches, such as our breakfast sandwiches, one of which is here.
Yes.
We have a flatbread. We also have a different one. This is our pickle one. We also have a sausage and ranch. And then we have a couple salads as well.
Okay, yum. Something that you can just nibble on as you enjoy the drinks and the experience and the ambiance. So let's start with this. So guys, I'm gonna taste it and let you know what I think. So this breakfast sandwich is a sausage one.
Yeah.
So share with me about it and how you all created it.
Yeah, so this is our sausage, egg, and cheese. This is one of the flagship food items that we wanted to have here. It's hard to be a breakfast place without having a amazing breakfast sandwich.
Yes.
So with this one, we have Wood Farms sausage, local here to Fort Wayne, as well as Hawkins Farms steamed eggs, and Zennia's Bakehouse English muffin.
Okay, steam. Let's give it a taste.
Got a nice light sauce on there, a little dill, a little sriracha, bring a little bit of spice. That steamed egg's probably getting a nice texture, right? So we do our eggs, we steam them so that they have a very light, sort of fluffy, very easy bite, very cloudy kind of egg.
That was so soft.
Yeah.
Right? So when I bit into it, I was just like, ooh, it's like clouds. You described that as a texture here. It was so delightful, and I can see the fluffiness. But the major thing I was excited about was the fluffiness of the English muffin.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they can be hard.
Yeah,
but you all
for sure.
make them in such a way, and I love, what is on top of this?
Some cornmeal on top there.
Oh, that makes it fun.
Yeah.
And then the flavors, the infusion of the taste, it's not too spicy though.
No, not at all.
Like if you wouldn't have told me that sriracha was in it, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, it gives it a nice little
Light.
kick without being overpowering in any way.
This is good.
I'm glad you like it.
I could eat this every day. This is delicious. Okay, yum yum. Next up, you said pickle flatbread.
Yeah, the pickle flatbread.
I have never in my life heard of such a thing, and I am beyond excited. So I love pickles so much. I love pickles and
Me too.
olives, and I'm a savory. I have a savory palate.
Yeah, a little savory, a little salty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the inspiration behind this?
So the inspiration behind this is very basically, we all love pizza and we all love pickles, and we wanted to find a way to kind of bring that together.
Yes.
So our partner Georgia figured out the best way to do it, and we've been rocking with this ever since.
Okay, I'm so excited. This is, I need one. I'm gonna grab the one with the most pickles on it.
There you go. So this is going to be our crust with some house-made bechamel sauce, pickles, mozzarella cheese, and then topped with some fresh dill and then a house-made dill oil that we make as well. So nice light. Got a little acid, a little salty there from the pickles, nice little crunch, and then finishing out with that delicious cheese.
This did not disappoint. Okay. You know how sometimes things are described in a way, and I was like, well, I really get pickle. I got full pickle from this, and I'm so excited, and the tanginess is there. But it's balanced with the cheese choice. So what cheese did you all put on
So
this?
it's a blend of mozzarella and provolone.
Okay, so a little unique twist in the cheese, and the crust. So this is a flatbread, but it's made like a pizza. It's not too hard. There's a softness to it. This is how I like my pizza.
Yeah,
so this,
for sure.
I gotta take another bite. Wow, I'm so excited about this pizza.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so excited. So I do Jessica's favorite pick, but you guys can tell what my favorite pick is. It's the pickle flatbread. The nuances of the flavor combination. They add a little dill sprinkling on top. They have real pickles blended with a cheese infusion made perfectly on a flatbread that's cooked to perfection.
Thank you.
I must say, okay? I'm not easy on pizzas, but this is good.
I appreciate
Sam,
that.
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So what I love, I'm gonna be a frequent patron here. I'm gonna come back and experience different things at Penny Drip because you all offer the combination of the cocktails, the coffee, small bites item in an intimate setting. And then summer is coming up.
It's
so we
coming
have
up.
this little patio area that people can experience that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is fun. Well, thank you so much,
Of
Sam.
course.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yes. And if you would like more information about Penny Drip, we'll have their website listed below. And I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
This segment sponsored by Marr Thompson Dental Group. Marr Thompson Dental Group is committed to helping their patients achieve beautiful, healthy smiles and a comfortable and inviting environment. Joining me today is Dr. Brian Thompson to share more. Hi.
Hey, Jessica.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks
How
for having
are
me.
you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good. So, Dr. Thompson, you have this dental practice, which is so cool because you are a Fort Wayne native.
That's right,
Born
yeah.
and raised here, and now you own and operate a business right here in the community. So can you share more about your dental practice?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started in 2019. My business partner, Dr. Brian Marr. We're both named Brian, so it gets a little confusing. But a retiring dentist, Dr. Glassley, reached out to me and said, "Hey, you're interested in buying this practice?" And I knew of them and knew it was a reputable practice. So I came back home from Colorado after dental school, and we went ahead, signed the papers, and we've been thriving since.
That's wonderful. And so
Yeah.
you also, this was 2019,
Yes.
right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
How was that?
We have an amazing staff. Everyone was all on board. We got through it. Patients understood, and since then, it's been a great experience, and it's good to get thrown in the deep end right when you start.
Right.
Yeah. It truly
Like,
helps.
You said thriving, and that's amazing in that setting. So that just shows the quality of work that you all offer. And I know that you really do focus on that top quality service, a family-friendly environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so share with me about some of the services that you offer.
So we love having families come in, young families, kids, new to town, looking for a dentist. We take most major insurances, but we really do just focus on the patient.
Yeah.
We're not there to sell treatment. We're there to treat our patients and to provide quality work, not quantity. So you might find differences in if you were to go to like a bigger dental corporate office. We take our time. We do what needs to be done, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I know with it being family friendly and catering to kids, do you have like the whole kid department? So it makes me think back when I was going to the dentist as a child. I used to love the bubble gum flavored toothpaste and all of the little toys and the suckers, and you get a sticker at the end.
Oh, we got stickers, toys. Kids love it there. They come in and they fall in love. They'll come back just yearning to come in and get their teeth cleaned again. So
that's good.
It's awesome. It makes me feel like a superhero. I'm like, dang, this is awesome. But no, it's a great time. We have a lot of fun here.
That's awesome. So what made you decide to open up a practice right here in your hometown?
Well, I love Fort Wayne. I know the community well. I've got tons of friends and family here. My father, he is an orthodontist. My brother is also an orthodontist.
Okay, very nice.
So we have a family of dentists, and I want to be back home close to family and serve my community.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Being back here and through this partnership, so you and Dr. Marr came together and both combined have so many years of experience. And so share with me a little bit about how your experience in studying from a different state really brought that back to this community.
Well, funny you asked that. I actually wanted to be in Fort Wayne. There was little opportunities when I graduated in 2018. So I moved out to Colorado, and I worked for a corporate dental office. And I didn't like their model of practicing. So I knew this isn't for me. I got to get back home and do what feels comfortable. So Dr. Glassley called me, and that was kind of a godsend and brought me back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
And I know that you all really strive to help people with a healthier, beautiful smile. So in what ways do you execute that mission?
So our main goal when a new patient is when they come in, whether they have a toothache or haven't been in for a few years, make sure they're comfortable.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we are on the same frequency and we have the same goals in mind. So first things first, we just kind of lay out, see what the patient wants, and we work from there. Yeah.
Very nice. And what's the vibe like? So when someone comes in, what can they expect from the ambiance and just the experience of working with your employees?
So our staff, we have a wonderful front desk. Our receptionist, they'll greet you, they'll ask you how your day is, a little bit about you. And then we get our time, we spend an extra half hour for new patients just to talk, just to see who you are, for them to get to know us and vice versa. So we're really laid back. We're not rushing in and out of rooms. We like to take our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, Dr. Thompson, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
And sharing about
Thanks
your
for having
practice.
me.
Yes. Thank you so much. And this practice is up and coming in Fort Wayne, and this is the perfect opportunity to go and give them a visit. We'll have more information about Marr and Thompson Dentistry listed below, and we'll be right back.
This segment sponsored by Marr and Thompson Dental Group. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can rewatch episodes of Living Local 15 on WANE.com and also on the WANE app. And I'll leave you with this. It's never too late to live your best life, so start living it today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.